Hey guys, thanks for joining me for another DOKKAN battle video, and today we got a bunch of EZAs on Global, so we got 9 new EZAs, so it's a ton of characters to do, but there's a batch of them that like all fit together on the same team and all link together really well, so I'm going to do like kind of a full Beerus and Whis setup, and we're actually going to do what, like four showcases at once here. So we're going to look at Int Whis, Tech Whis, Int Beerus, and then LR Beerus and Whis all in the same video. I know it's weird to kind of a bunch at once, but they're like all each other's kind of best linking partners. So we'll just kind of look at them all together, right? So let's quickly go through it. Int Whis, by the way, other than the LR Beerus and Whis, but like for all like the banner unit ones, Int Whis is probably the best. And I'm really excited about this guy. He looks really, really good to me. And by the way, I have not seen any showcases on any of these units. So all of my reactions are going to be totally natural. I've never seen an attack stat. I don't know what their defense stats look like. This is all raw for me, but on paper, this guy's looking like my favorite. We'll see. So he raises defense for 1 turn, does supreme damage, and lowers attack. And then a super attack effect, attack and defense 120. All allies 3 key and attack and defense 30%. So just a generic support unit. Really good right there, right? Realm of Gods, get another attack, defense, and crit chance plus 10%. And then Bond of Master and Disciple get more attack and defense 10% and another 10% crit. So for like the Beerus and Whis units, they're getting 20% crit and 50% attack and defense. This dude is a monster support unit. Really, really good, right? And then an additional attack and defense 60% per Realm of Gods category ally attacking in the same turn, not counting himself. So you can get another 120 right there. Chance of evading plus 25% per Bond of Master and Disciple category ally attacking in the same turn. So this guy is just built for like the Beerus and Whis setup. This dude has got 50% dodge. He's got 50% support, 10% crit support. This dude's crazy. Like, he's looking really good. So this guy, I feel like you just build him full dodge. I don't think defensively enough he's going to be viable to, like, tank. So I've got mine at, like, 27 dodge, and I just give him a little bit of additional. Crit's not important because he's not a damage dealer. So you just want to give additionals for the defense on super, right? And then you want to, I think he gets defense on super, right? Yeah, defense on super, and then mainly dodge because you just want to, like, dodge out, right? So there's Int Whis, looking very good. Here's Tech Whis. I don't think is nearly as good. Tech Whis is more of a super battle road unit, so I'll say this. He won't look as good in this video because we are doing like a Legendary Vegeta event, but keep in mind, in super battle road, I think he could be very good, right? So he raises attack for 1 turn and lowers attack. Attack and defense 120 while attacking, so that's heavily influenced by supports. Attacked enemies attack and defense minus 20%. Great chance of stunning. An additional attack and defense 60 per Realm of Gods, attacking in the same turn, not counting himself. Plus an additional attack and defense 60 per Bond of Master and Disciple, attacking in the same turn. So, like, once again, if you're on a Beerus and Whis setup, this guy's getting 240% extra attack and defense, plus the 120 while attacking. Like, this guy, so he's kind of like just a generic like attack damage dealer, but I think in the right setup, he's going to look kind of powerful actually. And in Super Battle Road, I think this guy will cook because he'll put up a lot of damage. He's going to stun and he's going to attack lower. So I do think there's value to this Whis. And being that we just got 2 Whis, I like that they made their roles very different, right? Like Int Whis is clearly the king because he's going to be more useful in generic content. But in the situations where this guy works, I think he's going to be pretty decent. Mine kind of just has a balanced build, but I tried to give him a bunch of additional, a bunch of dodge, just so he has that utility. But I did give him additional as well. He's got just a little bit of crit there, but yeah, we'll see. And these guys are all level 10 links, by the way. Let's look at LR Beerus and Whis. So this one we already knew going into this, but raises attack and defense for 1 turn, does colossal damage, and recovers 10% HP, and that is on the 12 key. And then on the 18 key, greatly raises attack and defense, mega colossal, and recovers 15% HP. So HP recovery, that's pretty powerful. Like, you can definitely get some use out of that. Key plus 7 and attack and defense 150 at the start of turn. Key was this guy's big issue, so just getting key 7 at the start is awesome. Medium chance to crit for free, so that's good. Plus an additional attack and defense 70 and high chance of evading for 7 turns after receiving an attack. Launches an additional if HP is 70% or less when attacking. Like, dude, he's got everything you want. He's got the dodge and built-in crit, so I would say just go full additional on him and then put the rest into dodge. Now, mine, unfortunately, has a bunch into crit. It's because this guy's old and he came out during the crit meta when everybody just loaded crit. So if I ever feel like spending stones or if I pull dupes, I'm definitely going to pull crit out and go into additional and dodge. And that's what I recommend you guys do. You can see I was able to kind of save his potential with equips and give him all that additional. But we really want more there, right? Plus, when you're healing and you get those additionals, that's pretty good. By the way, we're on global, so the best we can get this guy on is a 170 team. But on JP, they do have a 200% lead for this guy with that kid movie, or that kid title intro Gohan, the LR Carnival Gohan. He is a, what is it, a bond of parent-child or something, or bond of master and disciple, I think, 200%. Something like that these Beerus and Whis are on. Then the last one we have is Int Beerus. Does supreme damage and raises defense by 50% for 6 turns. I love that, and that means this guy is screaming additionals. You want to build this guy's defense up. Really curious to see how he's going to be looking, because this guy may have to hold off, is like, for a card whose name is just Beerus, like, this guy's going to have to take the place of Physical Dokkan Fest Beerus, so he's got to be good enough to be better than him right now until Physical Dokkan Fest Beerus gets his EZA, right? So think of this guy as a placeholder till Physical Beerus gets an EZA. Attack and defense 150 while performing a super. An additional attack 30 with each attack performed up to 150. So additionals, once again, this guy's screaming additional. Key +1 and launches an additional attack that has a high chance of becoming a super if there's a bond of master and disciple in the same turn. Attacks effective against all types when the enemy is an attack down, defense down, or stunned, or sealed. Basically, if the enemy has a debuff, he's effective against all types. That part, not the craziest, but even in like some of these events like red zones and stuff, you can at least still defense down them. So you could proc as effective against all types. Once again, another reason just to go full additional and dodge on this guy. So you can see here, he's loaded with 12 crit. I want to get rid of all that and keep pumping. You can see I've got 14 additional and 13 dodge through equips. I want to pour the rest of that crit into dodge and additional. I would probably lean more additional because it's just so important for him. But yeah, full level 10 links. So let's hop in. So we're going to try Int Whis right away here. He's getting 3 links with Physical Beerus. And we've got Tech Whis. So yeah, we're at like 2. So both of the Whis are at like 235k defense right now. We're going to get more defense on Super, right? So let's just see what happens. Let's just attack with this guy. See what our numbers are looking like here. It'll be kind of interesting to see like what Physical Beerus is looking like. Like I haven't used them in forever. See if his numbers are holding up. Hey, we got to dodge like right away. And then 2.5 mil. So you can see the damage isn't crazy, but he's really here for support. Beerus at 3 mil. I know this Beerus hits a lot harder after he gets hit. And I think this guy holds on to his buff for 4 turns. So if he gets hit here, he'll have his buff on the next turn. But we're just going to end up floating this guy. So the only reason, I normally wouldn't even want to run Physical Beerus. The only reason whoa, okay, hold on. 6 mil for Tech Whis? Yeah, they made that Tech Whis kind of like a damage dealer. I didn't want to run Physical Beerus, but the only reason I'm running him is because he's my best Realm of Gods leader. I do not have this guy, the Resurrection F Duo, and they're really the Realm of Gods leader you want to run. Unfortunately, though, you don't really want to run him with Beerus and Whis, but he has a better leader skill, so I'm going to have one of these just randomly floating around. They are going to mess up, like, my some of those, like, Bond of Master and Disciple buffs or whatever, but that's fine. Sure, we'll go with Vados here and LR Beerus and Whis. LR Beerus and Whis at 222k defense. They're going to get defense on Super, right? Yes. And then and they're missing a huge part of their buff because they got to get hit. There's no way, so we're not going to get hit here, unfortunately. Hopefully the next time they come up, they're going to get hit in slot 1. Vados, by the way, I believe has a 60% support for Beerus and Whis. Because she's got one of those passes where she buffs like 4 different categories for 20% and they all build up. Okay, 5.6, not the craziest, but this guy isn't nearly at his best. We got to get hit first. There's a huge chunk of his passive missing there. And keep in mind, we are healing when he supers. Alright, so now we're going to try Int Whis with Int Beerus. So let's take a look at Int Beerus here. So 85k defense is bad. This guy's definitely a slot 2 or a slot 3 unit. Remember, though, he's building up defense for 6 turns, so we got to prioritize additionals. And then he's getting 150% on Super. So that 85 looks bad, but remember, 150% of that's going to be on Super. So after Super, he's going to be like about 200k or a little bit over 200k, not counting the stacking on Super Tech effects. So I think like once you got his 6 stacks flowing, like he's probably going to be pretty decent. We definitely could get tagged here. We're type disadvantaged. That's fine. We're going to risk it for the biscuit. We want him in slot 1. We want him to at least double super here. We'll see. Oh, yeah, 50k normals. Wow. Yeah, getting slapped up. 2.6, not the craziest attack stat either. Int Beerus might not be that great. We'll see. He got a ton of defense there, so he should be, yeah, he's at double digits now. All right, and then Int Whis at 2.5 mil. I do like that they really identified the two Whis as very different units, right? Tech Whis was hitting like 6 mil. I did not expect him to hit that hard. That was pretty good for that guy. And then Int Whis not hitting as hard, but has all the support stuff you want. All right, so here we got Tech Whis again. Tech Whis sharing 3 links with LR, Beerus, and Whis. I mean, I might keep Beerus and Whis with Vados because they're just going to make Beerus and Whis look better. And we'll just let Tech Whis kind of float a little bit here. But now Beerus and Whis, they're going to get tagged, which is what we want. And here we're going to get to show off some healing because we lost some health. Okay, and Tech Whis at 278k defense. Doesn't get defense on super, though. But another 120% while attacking. Tech Whis actually isn't that bad. Because we're getting 120. Is Tech Whis at like 500 plus K defense? Right? Because you would get 120% more while attacking? I kind of like Tech Whis. He kind of seems like someone you could run on rotation, actually. I mean, part of the reason that he's viable is like Beerus and Whis is just really weak right now. So like these are much needed buffs for this type of setup, right? All right, don't dodge, please. Okay, so we got hit. Good, we got the buff. Yeah, now we're like at 10 mil. So now this guy for 7 turns is going to hold on to that buff. And we're hitting like 10 mil attack stats, which is pretty good. Yeah, and just wiped him out. All right, pretty good there, pretty good. All right, what I might do is like when Tech Whis comes back to this rotation, I might actually like float them on and try them out over Int Whis. Okay, so now Int Beerus is at 128k starter turn. What I'm going to do here is we're going to toss Whis in slot 1 just because I don't want Beerus to take too much damage. But look at our health. We like full healed back up. So even though we had like a kind of nasty moment there, we healed it back really quick. All right, let's see if Whis can dodge. Let's see. Yep, got the dodge there. Very good. Yeah, I loaded him up with dodge. Dude, Int Whis is the goat. I'm so excited about this guy. Int Whis is so good. So good. I just loaded him up with dodge. He's got dodge in his kit. 3.2. Int Beerus, we'll have to see what his defense is looking like. I mean, these additionals now coming through. Really disappointed with the attack stats for this guy. Because this guy, he's not like a support or utility, right? So unless he ends up being like a defensive god, not too excited about Int Beerus. He kind of seems bad, to be honest. When like Tech Whis is like doing double the damage of him, that's kind of embarrassing for him. So we'll see. I mean, this will be a good turn because we got physical. Let's do this. Let's do Vados in slot 1. That way we can link up with physical Beerus. And then what we can do is we can grab this with Vados. And then we're going to get a lot of stuff here. Now let's see our starter turn defense after getting hit. Yeah, 400k starter turn defense with more defense on super. Yeah, LR, Beerus, and Whis are good. They are definitely good. The thing with these units is they look really good, but you got to run them in this type of setup where you're running these Beerus and Whis units. And Vados, by the way, with the dodge, you can still use her in red zone, and her support is still good. Vados is a legit unit, and here we are at 11 mil with LR, Beerus, and Whis. Yeah, this is a good little team we can run now. This is fun. I wouldn't say they're like meta-breaking units or anything, but they're viable. They're runnable. Here's this DOKKAN Fest Beerus at 5 mil. You know, the way I'm looking at it, I don't know if Int Beerus is replacing this guy. This guy still isn't defensive, but at least can hit a little bit. We'll see, though. Int Beerus, if the defense is coming through and looking really good after we build up a little bit, maybe. But what I'm thinking right now is you just run like both the Whises, because I actually like both the Whises. All right. Let's see. We're going to keep Int Beerus going, but let's let Tech Whis sit on rotation here a little bit. 240k defense. Okay. And then so Int Beerus now. Now I think he's starting to cook a little bit. We're at 200k starter turn defense, and he's getting 150 on super. So yeah, now we're looking like 500k defense after super. So he's definitely like, I guess he would replace DOKKAN Fest Beerus just because like the defense is more important than the attack, right? All right, let's see what kind of damage he's doing here. Yeah, dude, look at Tech Whis at 6 mil. What the hell? Why does Tech Whis hit so hard? I actually kind of like them. 3.8. I mean, I don't know. This Int Beerus is like intriguing. I think because of his defense, sure, I'll take it. He doesn't hit hard enough to just be like a generic on rotation unit. That's the unfortunate part. But like, once again, Beerus, like the name Beerus is really starving, and that Int Beerus might be your best option right now, to be honest. Because, like, STR Beerus got his EZA, like, way too long ago, so he's outdated. Tech Beerus' EZA is way too old. He's outdated. So I think the next big Beerus we're waiting for is either, like, a standalone LR Beerus, or a new Dokkan Fest Beerus, or, once again, the EZA for the physical one, I think is the next one we can look forward to. All right, let's go ahead and slot 1 here with Beerus and Whis. Once again, we're staying healed. Yeah, 385k starter turn defense, not too bad. Sure, we'll do this. And so Key's a little bit of a struggle here with the LR Gods on the end. Or, sorry, the Resurrection F duo on the end. Alright, what are we taking here? Does he lower defense? He might. Ooh, 117, alright. Yeah, I mean, Beerus and Whis do have some dodge in their kit, but it's not like a crazy amount. But yeah, very consistent, like 10 mil attack stats. For how old this unit is, I mean, yeah, we'll take it. He's definitely solid. He's not like Tech Goku Black and Zamasu level. I would say like Goku Black and Zamasu, they're more of an outlier, like insane unit. This guy definitely is in line with like what Yellow Coin LR EZAs look like, right? Like he reminds me of like what Int Bojack and like units like that look like. Like he's good. He's good. He's not like break the game meta changing like, you know, the Tech Zamasu Goku Black is, but like yeah, he's really good. All right, so here. And once again, any damage we take, we heal up. There's like so much healing because we have the Connoisseur link, which heals, and then LR Beerus and Whis are healing. So you can see this kind of has like that Metal Cooler feel where like we're just healing a lot. If they don't kill us, we can heal it back quick. Sure, we'll do Int Beerus in slot 1. Type disadvantage. We could get slapped up, but after supering, our defense should be a lot better. Now, without support, we dip to 142, so support is pretty important for Int Beerus for sure. Sure, we'll do that. All right, see what happens. Don't super right away. It's going to sting. Okay. Wow, 90k on a normal. That's really bad. And then 2.7. Yeah, I'm just not a fan of this Int Beerus. I just cannot endorse him. I think Int Beerus is the worst of the batch. For, like, the batch I'm showcasing here, I still have to look at those God Gokus yet. But for this batch, yeah, Int Beerus is pretty underwhelming. What are we going to take from this? It's going to be a lot. We did super, thankfully, but how much? Yeah, 158. Okay, but here's the thing. We can showcase the healing. Yeah, sure, now you dodge a bunch. For sure. Yeah, 5.5, dude. I don't know why, but I like Tech Whis. I do. Like, in Super Battle Road, he's going to, like, annihilate. Because in Super Battle Road, like, 5 to 6 mil attack stats, like, those will one-shot phases with, like, 4 more enemies, for sure. They'll one-shot, like, those enemies because they're pretty glass cannon-y. He's lowering attack and he's stunning. Tech Whis is actually a nice unit. I like Tech Whis. Int Whis is still my favorite. LR Beerus and Whis very good. Yeah. We'll put LR Beerus and Whis in slot 1. We'll bring Int Whis back. Let's do this. We'll do this, and then we'll let Vados just grab that. All right, and here we're going to heal up for sure because we got the Dokkan attack. We got the healing from Beerus and Whis. We got a dodge there. Double dodge. Nice. And the fact, because they're buff, when they got hit, I think it only used to last like 4 or 5 turns. Now lasting 7 turns, that's pretty much going to be like the entirety of the fight, right? Of course, we get the 20% battery warning. We're fine. We'll just finish the showcase and call it good. All right, what do we got? Yeah, like a 9 mil attack stat. Like very consistent 9 to 10 mils. We'll take it. Woof. Yeah, pretty hefty there. That's going to full heal us. 100% going to full heal us. So, all right, last phase. Let's see what we can do here. Yeah, Int Beerus, man. I just feel gross having him on rotation. Like, he just does not feel good right now. Yeah, he's... Int Beerus is kind of a throwaway. They really fumbled him, I think. They needed to make him better because we don't have, like, a good standalone Beerus right now. We really needed him. I feel like I have to use an item here. You know what? I'm not going to, because look, we full healed, right? So I'm not going to use an item. And we're going to truly see what Int Beerus can do here. This is kind of a big boy attack here if we take a Final Flash, right? So we're really going to test these units out. But Tech Whis sitting at 5 to 6 mil consistently. Pretty good defense after supering. I do really like Tech Whis. Really do. Alright, yeah, 2 point. Like, his attack stats are pretty pathetic. Like, what is this Int Beerus? Why is he so bad? Like, he just gets okay-ish defense. Alright, Int Beerus. Come on, tank for me, boy. Tank. Show me you're good. Tank it. Actually, 257 isn't bad. Because this guy hits for like 700k. It's just you got to have him slot 2 or 3. I think Int Beerus is just if you're desperately trying to fill a slot. I think that's all he is. Alright, well, we got the physical Beerus active skill, but we're not going to use it. Sure, we'll put LR, Beerus, and Whis type disadvantage. We're probably going to get smacked up pretty good. Let's see what happens. And we very well could die, but we're going to like heal up pretty good here on all the orbs. Let's see what happens. Okay, we did need to get the proc against 7.6 mil. Okay. And then an additional for 4. That's pretty good. Because I think we get more defense on that, so we'll take that. Final Flash, though, do type disadvantage. You got to have really good defense to tank it, so we probably would still die if he Final Flashes us. I think we're okay. Alright, now Whis cannot dodge, so we might be able to see him tank, see what he can do defensively. I kind of want to take a Final Flash here. I want to see what Int Whis can do like with his raw defense here. Oh, darn. I thought that was going to be it. Oof. Ouch. Physical Beerus is going to get us killed. That man has no defense. So yeah, I feel like Beerus is just like the name Beerus is still kind of dead. We need a new Beerus. Pretty bad after a Battle of Gods themed celebration to still need a Beerus. Like, we do not have a standalone Beerus that's runnable. Like, this Int Beerus is just not good enough. Here, let's let the boy Tech Whis show off, though. I'm liking Tech Whis quite a bit. All right, and see what happens here. I mean, we'll run this till the end, till either we die or he dies. All right, let's see what Tech Whis does here. Do we tank? This is guarding, by the way. 200, I mean, yeah, we tanked it. 6.5 mil. Dang, Tech Whis. Dude, chill. 6.5 mil? I'm a fan of Tech Whis. I am a fan of Tech Whis. All right, now you're getting 5 mil. It's because we have Vados, right? It's because of that. Like, see, this Int Beerus, he's so heavily, because he gets a ton on super. So it's like night and day difference if you have support or not. So if he's not supported, he's like 2 to 3 mil, which is terrible. You get really good support like this turn, and then he can hit like 5 mil. He's okay. But you're really relying too much on the support. Ooh, 100k normal. All right, we took some damage. All right, well, I guess we'll use an item. Otherwise, we're going to die. Sure, it's Beerus and Whis theme. Let's use a Whis. Even with Whis, by the way, we still could die. Sure, let's do Int Whis, I guess, in slot 1. And then Beerus and Whis to try to heal as much as we can. 400k defense, sure. Grab that with the Resurrection F duo. See what happens. Could still die with Whis, by the way. Let's see. So Whis getting attacked with a Whis on. Do we die? Oh, yeah, we die. So anyways, guys, overall, though, I like these units. I think they're very fun. I would say Int Beerus was the one I was the most disappointed with. I was actually really surprised by Tech Whis. I knew Int Whis would be a god. Love Int Whis. Super, super good. Red zone viable support unit. Love that. That's the type of thing we need. LR, Beerus, and Whis, I would just say they're really good. They didn't, like, blow me away or anything, but they've got dodge now. They can hit 10 mil attack stats. Very good defensive stats. I like them. They're good. Very good units. So anyways, let me know what you think of these units. Thanks for watching. We'll catch y'all on the next one.